Everyone is talking about Claude Skills now. There are over 100,000 of them out there. I am someone who genuinely loves testing AI tools, but I know most people don't have time for that. So I have tested more than 100 skills so you don't have to. Skills are highly customizable. Everyone can build it and you can build them for anything. But what I'm going to show you today is something universal. These 6 skills can apply to everyone. They're going to help you to boost your productivity in ways you're going to notice immediately. So skill number 1 is called watch video. And the concept is simple. You give Claude a YouTube link and it watches the video for you. It extracts the transcript, analyzes the content, and answers any question you have about it without you ever leaving Claude. Now think about how many times you've saved a YouTube video to watch later and never got into it. This skill solves that. So I'm going to give it a long video about investing, something I want to watch but didn't have time for. I am going to copy paste this link and then put it here and also ask it to give me the top 5 insights as a beginner can apply right away. Let's send it to it. So while it's running here, I didn't give it any API because the video I sent has caption already. So you can read the caption instead of reading the audio. So today we're using Claude on VS Code, but you feel free to use it in the app or in the terminal. Depends on what's comfortable for you. Here it is. 5 clear insights. Skip day trading, check the profit margin, don't panic sell on bad news, blah. So these insights are put from the video around 2 minutes. I didn't have to watch a single second of it, and that's the skill. Everything on YouTube, tutorial, lectures, conference talks, you can now ask Claude questions about any of it instantly. Number 2 is prompt master, and this one is for anyone who has ever typed or spoke a very long messy prompt into the AI and got back something completely off. The problem usually isn't the AI, it's the prompt, and prompt master fixes that. Fix whatever you type or talk, however messy, however unstructured, and rewrites it into a clean, optimized prompt before Claude even processes it. So think of it as a translator between your brain and Claude or other AI or ChatGPT or Gemini. Here's a real example. I need to write a business proposal for a potential client, but my thoughts are all over the place. So I'm going to speak out what's in my mind. So I need to write a business proposal for a potential client who runs a mid-sized e-commerce company, and we want to offer them our digital marketing service. And I think we should talk about social media for sure, and also SEO, maybe email marketing, but and our pricing is flexible, but I don't know how to present it. I just wanted to sound professional but not too corporate. I also want to mention our past results, but I'm not sure where to put that, and the proposal should probably not to be long either. Please optimize this. And we said it's working. It's asking which tool are we using. Let's say it's Claude, and for past results as an example, we don't have that, so let's say use placeholder. Great, this is the result. So same information but completely different structure. Very clear objective, and the audience has defined and very specific deliverables, tone guidance as well. All the things I was thinking but couldn't organize. I also love the constraints part. Now when I feed this back to Claude, the output is going to be dramatically better because the input is dramatically better. Garbage in and garbage out, and this skill fixes the garbage. Skill number 3 is one of my favorites. It's called Decision Toolkit. This one is for decisions that I think almost everyone has faced at some point. Should I do this or should I do that? Their pros and their cons. How should I think about that? The decisions can be a lot of things. Should I quit my job? Should I move to another city? Should I go out for dinner or stay at home? This toolkit cuts through all of that with a structured first principle framework. Let's use an example and explain that. Should I stay at my job or should I go freelance? Do a HTML guide. I love HTML guide. It's very interactive and engaging. We can just chat about that. Should I quit my full-time job and go freelance as a graphic designer, or stay at my current agency job, which is stable but feels limiting? This is the HTML wizard. You can actually click through that. Let's see. So here we are, and their principle. Are we more push or pull? Let's see both. And how many savings do we have? Let's just do this. Support system. How strong is our support system? Let's just quickly go through this and the questions to ask. A lot of big decisions are hard, not because we don't have enough information. It's usually the opposite. We have too much information, too many opinions, too many feelings. This decision toolkit cuts through all of that with a structured first principle framework. The output isn't just a recommendation. It generates an interactive HTML report that you can actually click through and interact with. So whatever your big decision is right now, this skill works for any of them, no matter it's switching jobs or starting a new side project or partnership, you have to try this. By the way, I'm Chow from AI Builders. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you give us a follow. We also run offline events in Singapore, Tokyo, and San Francisco for people who are actually building with AI. If you want to know more about that, check out the link below. I hope to see you in person one day. 3 more skills. Let's get back. Skill number 4 is called fact checker. This one is something I wish I had been using a lot earlier. Here's the problem. So when you use AI to write anything that includes statistics or industrial claims, it sounds very confident, but sometimes those numbers are wrong or outdated or just made up. So before you hit publish on anything, a blog post, a report, a presentation, you want to know which claims are solid and which ones could maybe embarrass you. That's what this skill does. I'm going to ask Claude to write a short blog article introduction about remote work. Alright, now we have this, the new normal, how remote work reshape where and how we work. Let's put out fact checker. We can see it's running right now, checking the pipeline. We got the report. The 5 claims checked, they're mostly true or misleading, and that tells you exactly why. If you want to edit a number, you can even go to the link and then read it yourself and then amend. Just imagine you probably this from AI, or you have to look for this data one by one, how much time you're going to spend on that. That's actually misleading. Okay, number 5 is Humanizer. This one has been talking by a lot of people, but I still think this is very useful. Let's put it out, Humanizer. So you can ask Claude to write an email, a proposal, a message, and it might come back technically correct, but it just sounds like a robot. The Humanizer doesn't just swap words, it identifies specific patterns that make writing sound AI generated. Sentence structure, band phrases, and rewrites them so the text actually sounds like a person. So I'm going to ask Claude to write a sales proposal email to a potential client for social media management service. Let's do it first and we see how Humanizer, the skill, can improve our text. I'm going to talk. Write a sales proposal email to a potential client introducing our social media management service. The client runs a small restaurant chain and we want to offer them monthly content creation, Instagram management, and monthly analytical reports. Our price is $1,500 per month. Okay, let's see what Claude will give us. And let's look at the result. I really don't like this dash. Sometimes the dash makes it very AI, especially like AI likes to say no blah blah, just blah blah blah. Here again, no pressure, just blah blah blah. It sounds very AI. Normally after AI generated it, I need to rephrase it. Let's run Humanizer and see how it's going to edit this. Okay, it's much better now. Same message but completely different feel. It's warmer and more direct, something a real person actually writes. For example, we can look at here. So I didn't really like this, like no jargon, just actionable insights. And this one is more genuine. It doesn't have those, the dash. It's just like a message that I write. It also gives us the changes made. For example, it removes the section header and replace those very vague attribution. Also mention the price. It's much more genuine and it doesn't have this filter kicker like we believe the restaurants speak for themselves. It's too AI, and nowadays it's funny, everyone is using AI, but we don't want people to find out that we're using AI. Humanizer can help you with that. The client on the other end feels that difference, even though they can't explain why. Okay, and for the last skill, this one is my favorite because we're not just using a skill, we are building one right now. This is skill creator. This is a dedicated skill for building skills. You give it a description of what you want and it turns that into a proper well-structured skill file. So officially, this is a meta skill from Claude, and the team behind it wrote a very detailed breakdown of how it works. And there's one thing I want to highlight. It doesn't just create skills and leave it there, it actually evaluates the quality of what it produced. It takes your description, write the skill markdown file, then run tests on it, measure how well it performs, and then go back and improve the skill based on those results. It's basically building and self-correcting at the same time, which is pretty wild when you think about it. What we're going to build right now is a skill, I'm calling it weekly win. So every week, most of us have to write some kind of progress update, like OKR update, weekly report, project checking, and every week we stare at the blank page thinking, where do I even start? So we are going to fix that permanently. You answer a few simple questions, it goes to your email, calendar, chat history, and write the whole thing for you, formatted, professional, and ready to send. I'm going to type skill creator here. This is the skill that I want to build. So I have given it the requirement. Let me answer those questions. There it is. The skill is built. All the files generated automatically. And now it's running on its own tests. In many rounds of tests, it gives us a report. Let me show you the report and the benchmark. Okay, first is the output. And the benchmark, you can see that it has ran 12 tests each. 6 for a quiet week and the other 6 for very vague answers. And for each one, it shows you the prompt, the generated report, and whether it passed or failed. And here's the benchmark summary. With the skills, it has 94% pass rate. Without the skill, it's 86. That's an 8-point improvement just from having the skill properly structured. For example, the email automation in progress didn't pass. So this is really a simple demo that I used to show you guys how it works. Of course, when you build your own skill, you might add more information or requirements into the skill. So here are the 6 Claude skills I think genuinely worth your time. Watch video, prompt master, design toolkit, fact checker, humanizer, and skill creator with your own skills. I want to be honest with you, I tested a lot of skills to get here. Most of them sounded impressive, but I have never opened them again. The 6 are different. They're universal. You don't need to be technical to use any of them. If you watch this video all the way to the end, you've already have everything you need to get started today. Give one of them a try this week. Even just one, I promise you'll feel the difference in your workflow. And if this is helpful, follow this channel of AI builders so you don't miss what's coming next. And drop a comment below telling me which skill you're going to try first. I'll see you in the next one.